Welcome back, Lords Mobile fans. Thank you very much for joining me for my latest and long-awaited Lords Mobile video. I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas and all of that jazz. So moving in on this target, 273 mil, sending in an infantry rally. He's got 5.6 million troopers, got quite a mixed bag as well. He takes 2 million reds with a 36 million might drop. You can see there it is a real lemon of a troop comp indeed. So going to be coming in with another infantry rallies, and then it should leave it just about available for the solos quite easily, no problemo. So coming in now with this next infantry rally, a desperate struggle. He takes another 2.4 million reds, leaving 918k behind, and you can see there that is majority, a little bit of T4 and T2 range, so going to get that mopped up. And really not a bad way to kick this video off. We have got some really juicy targets, some really big lemons coming a little bit later on in this video, but we're going to warm into it starting off with this guy. So coming in with the infantry solo now, hoping to mop up the rest of those ranged troopers before this little lemon comes online and shields. So we got Chatty Girl, my main man Sean, coming in with a solo as well. I'm sneaking in just before him, hoping to get some of those kills. So 828k and 19.8 million might drop. Lovely little solo there to mop it up, and Sean will come in and get the leader. So moving on to this next target, we have got a noob that probably should have hidden his troopers. He has got an anti-scout, but we're going to see exactly what he's got. And this guy is actually 341 mil, so I was a little bit cautious. Obviously he's got an anti-scout, so I'm going to scout him as I walk towards him. Maybe he goes to hit an army attack boost, just checking for something like that, but it doesn't really look like by the stats that he's too trappy. So switching into the infantry, as you see, 341 mil, 48 mil kills, going to give him a cheeky little scout. He's still got an anti, so we're looking good. 10 seconds now until we hit, so it should be interesting to see what this guy has got, if we're going to burn this guy. And we do. We give him 2 million killed and injured troopers with a 55 million might drop, a 47 million might drop for him specifically. Really nice there, and just a weird hideable troop comp that he didn't bother to hide, so a big rest in peace to this little noob. And moving on to the bigger and the juicier targets, we've got this fight. This guy is a T5 player, 1.3 billion might. He's got really dodgy troop comp, so Pimp's coming in with a good old cav rally. We're trying to see what this guy has at the front. What I didn't actually realise is this guy didn't even have an anti-scout apparently. So as we hit this guy first time, we then realised he's actually in cav wedge. So that cav rally didn't do too great. It did a fair bit of damage to the front line, just over a mil. But now we're going to be coming in with a range rally and hoping very much that we're going to be causing some good damage here. This guy's got quite a lot of T5. He's got pretty dodgy troop comp. He's just not got enough T2, and he feels like he's safe to go offline in his T5 crafting gear. We're going to teach him that is a bad idea. So a massive drop there, 131 million might in that battle, 4.5 killed and injured troops, a really juicy hit. And this guy has got 7.6 million troops left now. As you can see, he's lost all of his cavalry. So now looking at that, we should be coming in with a cav rally, because that infantry is going to walk in front of the range, but we didn't really consider that too much. We came in with an infantry rally, which isn't too bad. We should still see the burn here. We got my main man Sean coming in once again, absolute legend of a human being, hoping to get the burn. 1,255 million might. We see that burn with a 65 million might drop in total, a 42 million on his side, getting a nice amount of reds in there and really getting a nice chunk of that infantry moved out of the way. So PMC came in with an infantry rally. I went in with another one with 100 million might drop, and it was incredible to get that final hit to take out all of that range at the end there, that 515k T5 range. Absolutely incredible, losing all of that T5, going offline without an anti-scout like that, with a really dodgy troop comp, having all of that T3 and very little T2. It's always going to result in the zero. So 1.3 billion might with 28 million kills. We leave him at 35 mil kills, a little higher, but down to 1 billion and 45 million might, and a big rebuild for the new year for that guy. So moving on to a really exciting target here, we got 29 million troops, T3, T2 and a load of T1, and as you know, T1 makes you extremely weak, so I'm wondering, I'm going to counter him with infantry. Is it going to burn on the first hit? And unbelievably it does. A 41 million might drop, 7 million res. You can see all of that T1 getting completely obliterated, half of the T2 and a nice chunk of the T3 as well. So this next infantry rally is going to clear the rest of the range. I expect it's going to hurt a little bit more, because now that T1 is gone, it actually makes his troop comp a whole lot better. Still really bad, but a little bit better. So coming in with this second infantry rally now, I'm really expecting this one to hurt a lot more, almost expecting to get capped on this one, but 368 mil coming in, hoping to see another bloodbath. Look at that, 6.3 million casualties, really gorgeous hit there. 3.9 million reds, getting a 69 siege walkback. Beautiful, beautiful siege walkback there. 69 is the magic number and causing a load more damage to that comp, getting pretty much all of the range out the way, just a little bit of T3 up there. So we're going to be coming in now, I believe, with a cav rally. It's going to suck a little bit because we got a little bit of range to walk into, but Pimp is an absolute tank. So I'm sure we will get the burn, and we do. 331 mil. We drop him down another 28 mil with 2.6 million reds. Really, really nice hit there. And it's going to get a lot sweeter, as you can see from that. We have the juicy hits to come yet. And that first hit was just glorious. 9.9 million casualties in total. You really don't dream of finding a troop comp in Lords Mobile like this. It's just so beautiful. All of that T1, and I really do hope he has fun rebuilding this. Just a crazy, crazy troop comp. Pimp comes in with that next rally, 302 mil. Bit of a better hit there. We see 5 million casualties in that bloodbath. Not so much damage to us as we start walking through the cav, weirdly enough, but that's because I had a bit of range at the front. It gave the cav time to step forward, so now we should be walking into that infantry mainly, a little bit of cav as well, and there we go, 6.3 million casualties. Another glorious bloodbath. I got a little bit excited thinking that all of the infantry would be moved, but we're sharing the losses between the inf and the cav, it seems now, so he still has quite a lot of infantry left, you can see there. So we're going to be going in with a cav rally, and the Pimp, the absolute legend, actually forgets to switch into his cav gear for this one, so it seems to be a little bit of a noodle hit, and I mess it up with the solos as well. But 3.2 million reds, a 43 million might drop, and that 1.8 mil got mopped up with the solos. That was a nice hit considering it was in speed gear, and look at this for a 0. This is what he started with, 29 million troops, 5 million of each T2, an unholy amount of T1, and honestly an absolute pleasure to get involved with a target like that. 409 million might, 29 million troopers sent to their doom. He takes a flurry of awesome rallies. Honestly, one of the best targets I've ever been involved with. A big shout out to everyone in LEB, the amazing Pimp, Sean, everyone for being amazing. And we leave this guy at 134 mils. So please do hit that like and subscribe. I'll be coming back with the KBK action from Size Matters and the Griffin next. So I'll see you very soon.